So cool, man. Let's talk about this new short film that I loved, Esto Americano. I mean, it's, this a dinner with the Mexican family, kind of divided by politics, but it can kind of be related to like any family around the country
Mhm.
right now. There's always one family that has some crazy Trump supporter in it. But man, your character was like on fire in this, man. How'd you get involved in it first? Find out about it.
um, well, one of the girls in the film, Jess Mesa, who plays my sister, I know her, so she was involved in the film, and I guess she spoke to Miriam about me to see if I was available, if I would do it, if I would be interested. And so Jess Mesa contacted me, and then I told her, send me the script. And as soon as I read the script, I said, for sure, for sure, this is important. I always like to get involved with important things. It was so relatable to what's happening right now. And I said, yeah, I want to do this. I know that a lot of artists, a lot of people in the industry don't want to combine or mix their politics with their work. To me, there's no difference. I'm first a person and then an actor. And so and when people say that we should just do our job and not have an opinion, I think it's stupid. It's like we all should have an opinion, even if it's different from from other people. So I said, yes, I want to do this. I want to do this, and I like the project. I like the family dynamics. The backstories of each character was pretty cool, and then I met some great people. I never worked with Miriam before, the director,
Mhm.
and the producer. I also Ellen. It was great to work with women. We had women in charge, director and producer, and I think we should have more women in charge.
Absolutely, I love that. The one thing I really liked about it, I mean, the performances were all good. I mean, it was just one stationary location, but there were so many cool camera angles and pans. And credit to the director and cinematographer for that. They really, really elevate. I felt like everything. Oop, that was my alarm to remind me to go do this. So anyway, yes, you talk about like how great the editing and the camera work was all in it.
Yeah, David Frederick, who I worked with before on Mayans, was the cinematographer, and he's terrific. He did a great job. I'm glad that he was involved in the project, because you're right. When you do a film and it's only one location, it can become just static. So it's hard to maintain people's, I guess, attention with just one location. But the subject matter was so important, and the angles and just what they did, even the color itself, they decided to go with like sepia, like black and white. It just made it very interesting, very nostalgic.
I love it, man. So, anything in the works for you? I know your character kind of got killed off in Maya's that you're talking about.
I did. I mean, it did. It was so random, but things happen. I mean, I do a lot of theater. I enjoy doing theater, and there was a couple productions. I think there was two different shows, and they kept being pushed forward and postponed and postponed, and finally they had to be canceled because all the theaters are closed, and that's a sad thing. There's all the theaters. I mean, New Broadway in New York closed. So many jobs, so many people, not just the actors, but the people that work behind the curtain, the crew, the sound,
Yeah,
the grips electricians, even the people at the front, the stand, the popcorn stand, or the ticket booths, or even the restaurants around the area that used to depend on the people that came to see the shows. The restaurants are closing. It's just that the economy is doing horrible. I know that the orange clown continues to say that we're doing great because he thinks that the stock market is the economy. He's such an idiot. The
yeah,
stock market is only corporate America. It's only the most wealthy in corporations in the United States. It does not equate to the economy, the middle class, the poor, the working class. I mean, it's just he's such an idiot. And the people that continue to believe his lies, I cannot comprehend how anyone cannot see through his bullshit. He's a liar, a con man, a sociopath. I mean, I
absolutely.
understand that people wanted to try something new in the beginning, and I was open to it. Like, okay, whatever, let's try this dumb, you know, reality star. Let's see how it goes. And and it was a horrible experiment, a horrible experiment. We're doing horrible. I mean, this
Yeah.
pandemic, I know that he didn't create it, but he should have been a better leader and get a
Yeah, there
hold
was
of
no
it
plan.
and
That's the
make better
problem.
decisions. None. It was daily different things. Oh, it's gonna go away like this. It doesn't affect anyone. It's not true. It's a hoax. And then he gets it. His family gets it. And of course, he has the best doctors
Oh, of
and the best
course. He gets
care.
that magic
So
cocktail that
he's
most people
going.
can't get
So he's
get
gonna.
to.
Yeah. So he's gonna get better, of course. But regular people that get this, they don't have the medical care that he gets. He's such a idiot. I just cannot understand how anyone, unless you're super rich or stupid, can support this man.
Hmm. Well, actually, I usually ask this to everybody else. I usually start with this, but let's go back to Bionic Buzz. We are all about people's passion. I want to know where your passion from acting and storytelling kind of came from. Was a certain performance you saw, or something that was just naturally for you as a child?
No, no, I grew up in an orphanage, so
Mhm.
thinking of being an actor was never a thing. It never entered my mind. I never even watched TV. I didn't even know what they did. It was it came from a need to express myself. I needed to say something. And when I discovered literature, the great playwrights, Arthur Miller, Tennessee Williams, Chekhov, Mamet, so many, they just opened my eyes. They opened my heart to something else. And it gave me an outlet for my life. And it's given me a profession. It's given me a wonderful life. Otherwise, I'd be homeless or in prison. I really don't know. For my first introduction to the arts was music. I love music. And
Yeah.
I just love music, all kinds of music. I don't care what kind it is. It can be classical, it can be country, it can be mariachi, it can be pop, it can be rap, it could be anything that is genuine, anything that comes from the heart. I just
Yeah.
gravitate towards it because people are trying to express something. Like when someone is so trying so hard, like Nirvana, they're trying so hard to express themselves, and that's the way they do it. Through this
That's
rage
Nirvana's my
and
favorite
loud
band, man.
and my daughters too, and she's 10, and I'm like, huh?
Ah,
Come on, Led Zeppelin. I always tell her Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, George Michael. I love George Michael,
uh,
and I love Mexican music. I think we have great
do you
music in my
play any
culture.
musical instruments, or at least
I
attempted to
always
at some point?
tried. I always tried. I can play. I can read music, so I can play some keyboard and the bass a little bit.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to play the trumpet like Chet Baker, but trumpet is so difficult. And
Yeah.
maybe I'm just making excuses. I should apply myself more, but it's very difficult to be a really good trumpet player. And I've always wanted to. I sing and I do okay, and I still do it, for myself. But music has always been close to my heart.
I love that. Yeah, me too, man. I love music and film. So cool, man. Well, everyone check out Esto Americano. It's on loscartos.com. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm dyslexic. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated to promote Hispanic filmmakers. It's an amazing short film. I highly recommend check it out. And I highly recommend everyone please go out and vote. So, man, thank you so much for taking time and
Yes,
talk to me,
yes.
man.
Thank you, Steven. I appreciate your time and your audience. Thank you so much for the support and love, and much success to you and all your endeavors. Okay.
Thank you so much, man. Take care.